Alrighty, so let's go ahead and move into our IDE. The first thing we want to do is we want to take care of some housekeeping items. So let me kind of zoom in over here on the left-hand side, and I want to create some directories that we'll use for the next set of videos. So let's just go ahead and create a new folder here. And I'll give it the name of O4 Classes. So that'll be our main folder, and we'll create some subfolders underneath O4 Classes. So let's create a new folder here. So this will be a subfolder. And the name will be O1 Class Definition. Okay, this looks really good. So now let's go ahead and create a new file, and we'll create this new file, customer.ts. And that's the file that we'll use to create our customer class. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and define our customer class. Just create our class customer, and then we'll go ahead and define our properties. First name string, last name string. And that's it. And remember, by default, all properties are public. So now let's go ahead and create an instance of our class. So I'll let my customer equals new customer, using the new keyword to create an instance. And now let's go ahead and set some properties here. So first name equals Martin. And I set the last name equals to Dixon. And then I simply display those values using console.log. Okay, so that looks really good. Let's go ahead and open up a new terminal window. And now let's move into our correct directory here. So O4 Classes / O1 Class Definition. And now let's go ahead and compile our code here using TSC customer.ts. And now let's go ahead and run our code. Customer.js. And there we go, Martin Dixon. So that's the desired output based on the code that we created in this sample program. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and move back into our code here. Now what I want to do is actually make use of a constructor. So I want to define a constructor. So remember, when we create a constructor, we use a constructor keyword. We set up the constructor arguments or parameters. We simply make the assignments, and remember, we use this dot first name to refer to this property in this class. And so now I can make some updates. So I can actually delete some of this old code, and I'll make use of my new constructor now. So I can create the constructor, and I can pass in the first name and last name right here in the constructor. All right, so this looks pretty good. I like it. Alrighty, so I can move back into my terminal window here and just compile the code and run it again. And we'll get the exact same output, right? But here we're simply using the constructor for our customer class as opposed to setting the properties directly. So good job.